So I will talk about Creator Economy 3.0, and before I do that, I will just do a quick background on me and what I do and why Creator Economy it's really important to me. So I used to work at Migros, so a supermarket, during my studies, and at the same time I was trying to understand video, photo, and create content. And 1 year later, I could leave Migros, and my student job was create content. So I was like, okay, creator economy is really interesting. There is something there, but it still can be improved. And today, why blockchain is a game changer in Economy 3.0? And that's a really interesting question. So we all know blockchain, we know the technology behind it, we know why it is, but still, it's bringing something that was missing before, and the goal is to build something new. So there is some industries in the content creation, as videos, music, gaming, the art, that are being impacted with the blockchain. But the real key thing here is to understand who's behind the creator economy. There are three aspects. There's a creator, obviously you need someone to create the content. There's the advertiser, he's probably going to spend some money to help the creator to create something, so he's the one bringing money into the circle. And you have the user, the one who's going to listen, the one who's going to watch the video. And if you don't have those three key stakeholders, you don't have an economy behind it, at least not in a creator economy. So what will blockchain bring to those stakeholders? Blockchain will bring ownership and control for those three guys. And it's really interesting to understand. Ownership of what? Ownership of the content. Why? Because with technologies like NFTs, you could trace, you could say, okay, this video was created, it's authentic, and this is the guy that created. So he can say, I own it. And it helps for copyright purposes, it helps for royalties, it helps in all those things. But it's also interesting because you could take that video that you created and share the ownership. You could fractionalize the ownership between those three key stakeholders. The user could buy a portion of the video, and the advertiser could also own a little bit of that content. And that's really interesting. Why? Because it helps to maybe have new models of monetization that you couldn't find before. There's other things that are also interesting are linked to the smart contracts. For example, today, I don't know, you have an entity that receives all the money. And tomorrow you could code a smart contract that redistributes, based on what is written, the monetization of it. And content could be owned and controlled by those three key holders, and blockchain is helping to do that. Then you have the audience. Why audience is important here? Because I give you an example. Today, I have an account, I built a following, 5 years of work, and I have some people that like what I do. But tomorrow I can be banned from Instagram for X reason, or I can be hacked. My account could be done. So I have worked 5 years, and I have nothing left. And the key is that what we are trying to build for tomorrow is the audience is directly linked to the creator. For example, they are linked to a wallet. They don't follow you through a platform, they follow you to the wallet. So if you connect your account on another platform, if you go from one to another one, and the user still has an account there, they are following you already, because they don't follow on the platform, they follow the account. And it's a very interesting concept, because at that point, the creator owns the audience that he has built. It's not the platform, it's the creator. And there's also, for the user, something that becomes interesting, because you see a creator that you like, you want to help him. Usually you can help him by giving him some money. You could help him invest in what he does. But here, we also add in a layer of governance with the blockchain. And that governance helps the user that is watching the content to help govern the project of the creator and give inputs, give feedback. And all of that, it's really interesting, and it's developed with the blockchain. So the last point I will say about the audience is about decentralization moderation. So today you have a centralized platform that control what is on the platform and what is not on the platform. And with a decentralized platform, you could ask your audience to manage the content that is on there. So you could vote if a content should be there or shouldn't be there. So the community has the power to select what is the content that is on the platform and what is not the content on the platform. And that helps also the user to see what should be on the platform and not just centralize the power into one hands. Then the last point is data. So we all know that big platforms are selling your data. We all know that we are using different entities and they are selling your data to make some money. But blockchain could help to make you own your own data. And the fact that you own it, you could select if you want to sell it or not. And at the end, you deserve also to earn something from that. And that part is really interesting because as a user, as a content creator, owning the data that you produce, owning the data that you help different companies to build, if you don't want to share it, you should be able to say no. And for the advertiser, it helps because if the user that is compliant to help to share his data because he will earn something from it, you know that that data is safe to use. And he also will have the help to create a system where you don't have bots around it. Because there's something really difficult for advertisers today is to know exactly what is happening. And blockchain is helping with that. How? By helping to know if the person behind it is human or not. So the vision of it is to find a way to make sure that the numbers, if you have a video, you have 1,000 views on it, and people are watching it, you want to know if that 1,000 views are from real people or not. And that will help the advertiser to select which campaign he wants to use and which campaign he wants to create, because it will help with different key metrics. So I went really fast because we didn't have much time. And what I want you to just keep in your mind from this quick talk is that Economy 3.0 is based on new technologies. And we want those technologies to help to create models and monetization models that are more transparent, that are more efficient, and probably something that is more automatic than what is being done today. And then transparency will help the creator to earn a little bit more money, and also to help the advertiser to make better campaigns. And for the user, at the end, if the creator earns a little bit more money, he could create better videos. So I'll leave you with a quote from Paul Seifo, who said, "We invent new technologies, and then we use it to reinvent ourselves." And that's it. Thank you for listening.